I found these sessions absolutely invaluable. They were an excellent opportunity for me to network with other governors and, in particular, to explore with them what tools and methods they had found successful for self evaluation and, in particular, to prepare their governing bodies for an Estin visit.
I think to me, one of the first session was probably the most helpful, Ed, because the session occurred the day after we had heard that we were having a school inspection. And it sort of stimulated some discussions and gave me the opportunity to listen to other governors who'd been through the experience. But the snippets of information that I gathered from them really give me a good insight into what sort of detail and evidence the inspectors would or could be looking for during their meeting with me as the chair of the governors.
Yeah, the Governor Pathway programme has been so helpful to me. It was a great opportunity to come together as with other governors from across the region. The sessions were by no means broadcasting. Yes, there were kind of key elements that the ES wanted to share with us, key elements for us to learn about. But importantly, we were doing that together. And I felt that it was really useful that the team were being able to be agile and responsive to our needs. So if there was a topic or an area that we wanted to explore in more detail, or we wanted to cover, they would shift the programme accordingly. And I thought that was really, really great. One of the sessions I found particularly helpful was around Estin's recommendations. So that was helpful for me and our governing body in that it helped to further shape our school improvement programme within our schools. So that was really great.
The key for me was that preparing for an Estin visit wasn't something to be doing when you got that call 2 weeks beforehand. It was all really about having a very solid self-evaluation program already in place that was on an ongoing basis, so that you could essentially be drip feeding questions to your governing body as you're going along in each meeting, and making sure that you're then collecting that evidence.
One of the key points for me was, whilst the chair needs to be aware of all the information necessary for passing on to the inspectors, he doesn't need to know that information. He needs to be aware of it, but doesn't need to know it. Much better to say, right, my governor Johnny, as looking after that part of the curriculum, the evidence, what have you. And I thought that was by far the biggest influence for me. And I felt after the sessions that a governing body that has the confidence to spread and share responsibilities amongst the governors is by far a better governing body than the one who says the chair knows it all.
There were three main points, I think, for me that I took away from the programme and the sessions. And I think the first one really is about that it was important to explore other opportunities beyond learning walks and the standard governing body meetings, you know, for governors to really get a feel of our school, to see teaching and learning at, you know, firsthand. I think the second point is that I think it's really important for us as a governing body to ensure that we can evidence our impact and that we can share this insofar as we are able to with our school community. And I think the third point, which kind of links into what we're already doing as a governing body at the moment, because we've developed our own professional learning programme, and that's fallen out of our self-evaluation and so something that's responsive to our needs. But that particular session around Estyn's recommendations, we've actually incorporated that into a session that we'd planned to do around the Estyn inspection framework itself. So that just added greater depth and richness to a session that we were already planning to do.
The sessions were so professionally delivered and provided us with a wealth of resource that I've used a lot of the pre-Estyn questionnaire material, the prompts, some of the comments that were shared with us, and used those with the governing body to try and capture and make sure that we're capturing all that evidence of what actually we're doing, so that we can evidence to Estyn how, as a governing body, we're actually making an impact at the school.
Oh, in light of the training program, coupled with the inspection, for me, the pre-inspection questionnaire is a real thought-provoking document, and for governors to complete. And it paints an excellent picture of what the governors understand of their role and how they perceive they are doing the role. And my key is I want my governors to agree to share their pre-inspection questionnaire feedback with us as a governing body, and put it onto the school network, as I think that will form an excellent base for subsequent self-evaluation reviews, and in the long term, possibly future inspections, although I do accept that future inspections may change slightly in the run-up.
Yes, so at a very, very practical level, one of the things that we've been looking to improve is to ensure that our OneDrive is up to date and that it's utilised effectively so that all our resources are accessible in one place. And I guess a broader point really is for us as a governing body, we're always looking to learn and grow and find ways to improve how we can benefit our whole school community. And the Governor Pathway programme has been one part, a very, really useful part of that programme.